Strategy without tactics is the slowest route to victory. Tactics without strategy is the noise before defeat. Victorious warriors win first, and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win. All men can see these tactics whereby I conquer, but what none can see is the strategy out of which victory is evolved. In conflict, straightforward actions generally lead to engagement. Surprising actions generally lead to victory. Making no mistakes is what establishes the certainty of victory, for it means conquering an enemy that is already defeated. So a military force has no constant formation, water has no constant shape. The ability to gain victory by changing and adapting according to the opponent is called genius. Thus it is that in war, the victorious strategist only seeks battle after the victory has been won, whereas he who is destined to defeat first fights and afterwards looks for victory. Weak leadership can wreck the soundest strategy. Forceful execution of even a poor plan can often bring victory. When I have won a victory, I do not repeat my tactics, but respond to circumstances in an infinite variety of ways. If you know yourself but not the enemy, for every victory gained you will also suffer a defeat. He who knows things, and in fighting puts his knowledge into practice, will win his battles. He who knows them not, nor practices them, will surely be defeated. In all fighting, the direct method may be used for joining battle, but indirect methods will be needed in order to secure victory. If you fight with all your might, there is a chance of life, whereas death is certain if you cling to your corner. Perfection in war lies in so sapping your opponents will that he surrenders without fighting. For to win 100 victories in 100 battles is not the acme of skill. To subdue the enemy without fighting is the acme of skill. To persuade your enemy to retreat before the fight is to defeat them even before the battle begins. An enemy-made ally is no longer an enemy. Move not unless you see an advantage. Use not your troops unless there is something to be gained. Fight not unless the position is critical. If not in the interests of the state, do not act. If you cannot succeed, do not use troops. If you are not in danger, do not fight. The best victory is when the opponent surrenders of its own accord, before there are any actual hostilities. It is best to win without fighting. When the enemy is relaxed, make them toil. When full, starve them. When settled, make them move. If you know both yourself and your enemy, you can win 100 battles without a single loss. The good fighters of old first put themselves beyond the possibility of defeat, and then waited for an opportunity of defeating the enemy. To conquer the enemy without resorting to war is the most desirable. The highest form of generalship is to conquer the enemy by strategy. All warfare is based on deception. If your enemy is superior, evade him. If angry, irritate him. If equally matched, fight, and if not, split and reevaluate. And therefore those skilled in war bring the enemy to the field of battle and are not brought there by him. Attack him where he is unprepared, appear where you are not expected. The opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. Victory comes from finding opportunities in problems. In warfare, there are no constant conditions. He who can modify his tactics in relation to his opponent will succeed and win. Those who are victorious plan effectively and change decisively. They are like a great river that maintains its course, but adjusts its flow. To not prepare is the greatest of crimes. To be prepared beforehand for any contingency is the greatest of virtues. One need not destroy one's enemy. One need only destroy his willingness to engage. When the leader is morally weak and his discipline not strict, when his instructions and guidance are not enlightened, when there are no consistent rules, neighboring rulers will take advantage of this. Don't flail against the world, use it. Flexibility is the operative principle in the art of war. Swift as the wind, quiet as the forest, conquer like the fire, steady as the mountain.